morning. I would like to recommend my students to read My Family and Other Animals by the English writer Gerald Darrell. This book is really interesting for teenagers because it shows the process of growing of a teenager and its relationship with animals and with people. And it's really interesting, it suits their interest to a great extent.
Well, I'm going to recommend The Gruffalo. It's a great book by Julia Donaldson. It's been made into a film, it's got its own webpage. You can do so many activities on the webpage. It's a book for this age group. We have done it in class, we've worked it in the summer. It's a really fun book and the images are great. It's all written in rhyme, so the rhythm throughout the story is really good, and I recommend everything by Julia Donaldson. She's a great author.
Hello everybody. I'd like to recommend a book for the parents in the school. The book I'd like to recommend is a book by a countryman of mine. His name is James Joyce, and the name of the book is Dubliners, Dublinenses in Spanish. And that's a collection of short stories about Dublin at the beginning of the last century, and it's criticizing Irish society and the influence of the church and the British Empire. It was banned for several years by the Catholic Church. If you read it now, you wouldn't know why, because it's, they were more innocent times. But my favorite story in the collection is The Dead, which was made into a film by John Huston. So that's my book, James Joyce, Dubliners.
I'm going to recommend you a book. It's specially for adults and first and second bachillerato. It's called Brave New World. It's a novel written in 1931 by Aldous Huxley, unpublished in 1932. It's set in London in the year 2540 AD. The novel anticipates developments in reproductive technology, sleep learning, psychological manipulation, and classical conditioning that are combined to profoundly change society. Brave New World ranked 5th on its list of the 100 best language novels of the 20th century.
Well, if I have to choose, I would recommend you The Little Prince. It's a book for children, written for grown-ups. It can be read on different levels to provide pleasure for readers of all ages. So the main target is not only kids but also adults. The author, as you can know, is an aviator, crazy with his aeroplane in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And after different things that happen, you learn a great moral lesson that I want you to discover. It teaches a wide variety of values: friendship, braveness, love, and how important taking care of each other is being an open-minded person, among others. So it is a definitely must-read.
This is a book I recommend to read. It's Animal Farm, a classic novel by George Orwell, a British writer, and it's my recommendation because it's both valid for adults and children. Children might understand this story as an adventure about farm animals who want to rebel against humans because they are not leading a happy life. And for adults, it can be seen as a critic to society, to how human beings get corrupted by money and power. And that's my recommendation because I'm sure everybody knows about this book. You can improve your vocabulary, grammar, and so on. Bye.